All right, if you guys would please just let me know before you start recording this time so I don't sound like an idiot. I know I said rolling every time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Yes, this is the Liberty USA 50. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this, and I'm gonna tell you, this is the AR-15 platform of the safe world. Let's get right into it. So let's dive right in, shan't we? So the USA 50. Let's start getting into all these details. Let's start with, this is my future self talking to my past self. Go ahead and make sure you put the Made in America sign at the beginning of the video. Just something to think about. There's an idea. We'll start with a famous little game that we play around here, and it is called What You See in Front of You. Yes, now there's music. Oh look, there's a dancing guy. Looks like me. Anyway, I will start with something called dimensions. Now with that, I will tell you that this safe stands in at 72 inches tall. Thank you. It is 42 inches wide. Very nice. This one is 27.5 inches deep. Now, depth. That 27.5 inches only includes the box itself, yes? From the back to the front. That does not include the lock. That does not include the handle. It's pretty cool. What I'm saying is we're gonna need to add roughly about 3 inches to our overall depth when we go to measure our space to see if this is gonna work for us or not. Okay, keep that in mind. I say 3, often you might see, or if you've seen another video, I might say 3.5 inches. Difference is, there's actually not an outlet plug in the back of this one right now. As I alluded to though, this happens to be the AR-15 platform of the gun safe world, so we can probably add things. That's what I'm getting at. We can customize. So, let's talk about what we see in front of us. This color, this is textured black. It's exceptionally popular for 2 reasons. One, black is, what's the word kids use? Modest in design now? Modern. Modern. Black is modern.
I don't know, but I think so. Sounds good.
Second reason, it's the least expensive paint job. So that's probably the biggest reason, honestly. Right there, logo, top and bottom, nice silver color, so you can see them, gray color, I should say. Now the lock. This keypad is wrapped in a polished chrome finish, yeah? And the lock is actually referred to as the secure ram top lit. It's called a top lit because if you'll notice this little light bulb button right here, if I push the light bulb, a light will emit from the top lit. Pretty cool. So with that, you can actually have a keypad or mechanical lock. Spin, 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 doesn't matter, price doesn't change. Either way you want it. Seriously? So, somebody brought something up very interesting to me and I thought it was probably worth bringing up that, yes, it has an EMP rating. And EMP, you ask? Yes, just like in Call of Duty.
This is ISS.
Is your red dot working? Mine's out. Mine's down too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's supposed to survive that, up to a certain degree, obviously. I think it's like 500. I'll look at the sticker in a moment, confirm that. I think it's up to 500 volts is the thing. So again, nothing's bulletproof, and if you're actually worried about EMP, which we get a lot of questions about it, obviously, a mechanical lock is 100% EMP proof. Keep that in mind. Now, 3-spoke handle in the same polished chrome finish as the lock. And yes, for the first time in my career, I am realizing that this looks like the flux capacitor sitting between Marty McFly and Doc.
This is what makes time travel possible. The flux capacitor.
Flux capacitor?
We're just children having fun making videos for you. So what you see in front of you, but you don't actually know what you're looking at, of course, is the steel thickness, the content in which the steel is. This body is a 12 gauge steel. 12 gauge is good. No, it is not great. It's not grand. It is not going to be the safe for you if you want to put about $300,000 worth of inventory inside of this. Not the safe for you. You got your guns, you got some paperwork, you've got some family heirlooms, you know what I mean? Very modest type collection of things. It's good. Why is it good? Because 12 gauge, from what I've seen in this industry, when I show up to an attempted break-in at a home or business, the damage that somebody has caused by using brute force with hammers and pry bars and hell, maybe a drill, honestly, and just gone to town a little bit and give it some havoc, it ain't get very far. So 12 gauge is good, right? Depending on the place, it's not like they know you have it when they break in and they're looking for it. So it's not like it's just out in the middle of the room or something, yes? So put it down. Again, obviously we'll get into it, but there's an option to bolt it down as well, right? So it's good. Now here's what's different though. Here's what's different. This is the only manufacturer that can take a solid piece of steel and bend it to create this size and shape. What I mean is that hold on, this is easier. The side, the top, the side, and the bottom. See it? This rectangle, yes? This rectangle is one piece of steel. The back is another piece, the door is the other, okay? So it's considered their dual fusion two-piece body. It's a two-piece body, because again, the rectangle is one piece, the back is the other piece, the door is not part of that. It's a door, right? So they're able to bend and create this shape, which shows in all kinds of testing and everything to be stronger because we're not welding pieces together. We're bending one piece of steel, making it harder for it to be damaged or broken apart, I should say, right? So you do that, you build that rectangle, you take the back piece of steel and then you do a continuous weld all the way around the back. You go inside the safe, you do a continuous weld all the way around the inside of the safe. So the back is on there, it's not coming off. You build and you construct and you hang your door. Door, you say? I do indeed. Let's talk about it. Behind that lock that we've already kind of gone into, first thing we're gonna run into, I'm holding two, but I'm gonna talk about the first, that's judgy. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is the fact that there are 3 sheets of hardened steel inside the door. Yeah, oh, stop. 1 second. The door is constructed of the exact same 12 gauge steel that the body is, yes? Difference being is that there's another layer you don't see of 12 gauge steel behind that, giving the door strength and rigidity against that common attempted brute force break-in that we just talked about. 3 sheets of hardened steel. So if I take a drill and I just drill through the lock, and I'm gonna drill into the lock body that's inside the door that actually locks and unlocks this thing, yes? I'm gonna have to drill through 12 gauge, I'm winded, hardened steel, and then get to the lock body. Doesn't sound that bad, does it? Or does it? The 3 sheets of hardened steel are not just welded and stuck in place like the door is, obviously, right? They're actually in a little contraption, a little bracket, I should say, that's holding them. And they're a little shorter and they're a little narrower than the bracket. So every time you're pushing and drilling and you let off and then you go back in, that first sheet of hardened steel is probably moved and you're gonna start all over again every time. Somebody was thinking. Somebody had their Wheaties that morning, boys and girls. Also behind that, the lock itself is connected to something called an external relocker. Picture? The external relocker, as you see, is a 3-inch long piece of steel, and it's put in place, and it's got a big old spring, like a mousetrap, yes? And the whole idea about that is like, why would you put a giant piece of steel with a giant spring? So if somebody takes their sledgehammer, can you make me hold a sledgehammer right now? Okay, here we go. So I'm holding a sledgehammer, you got it? So, I'm gonna take my, no. I want like the cartoon one, like the big wooden one with the, okay, here we go. As close as we can get to that. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna take my big sledgehammer, yeah? And I'm just gonna, shaking the other. What happened was I hit it so violently and so hard that 3.5-inch piece of steel that was being hung in place and it was spring loaded, well, I shook it. And that 3-inch piece of steel just dropped into all this bolt work down here. So now, even if I have the combination, well, I can't move it. Pretty cool. That's actually standard equipment. mil-spec, if you will. That is predominantly what we see in front of you. At this point in the video, I like to stop and remind you, because editors and people of that nature say this, that I'm supposed to say, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. Don't know what any of that means. Please do it, because that's what they tell me. I am curious though, if you do like what you've seen so far, ask questions as we go, please. This is my future self talking to my past self. Go ahead and make sure you put the Made in America sign at the beginning of the video. Let's talk about the door a little bit more, actually, because it's right in front of us. Yes? The door, in all of its glory, also has these bad boys right here. It's one piece of steel. I'm pushing them all, yes? So basically it's like a giant comb. As I turn the handle inside, these are going in and out, and they're going together. Solid state locking bars. Oh! Write that down. Did he write it down? No? Okay, well I did. So the solid state locking bars, the whole idea here is that, again, with this being one piece of steel and they're flat, why is that important? Hold on, let's explain real quick. Before I do though, I will tell you that the solid state locking bars on the USA series, meaning series, this exact same safe as far as its fire, its steel, everything we've already talked about, it comes in several different sizes, the series. But they went with this because essentially it's one piece of steel that when you lock the door on both sides, behind me too, you just have to imagine it. Bolt, the solid state locking bar is gonna go boom behind this right here, yes? And then it's gonna do it down here and here and here and here. The reason why that's important is that they're 1/4 inch thick, right? And so again, all the door construction that we talked about and the one piece of steel that we talked about and everything, that's all coming together now so that when somebody takes their pry bar right here and gives it the old pushy, nothing shy of miserable failed attempt is going to happen. That's fair. Because you, my friend, don't bench that much to begin with. So what made you think that you were gonna bend this, and all this business over here, right? Think about it. You're not getting in that way. So don't do it. Solid state locking bars, since I cleverly remembered the name. Let's talk about the other thing you should be shopping for, in my humble opinion, which is fire protection. Because burglar protection is the most important one, fire protection is the second most important one, and then yes, we're gonna get into all of the storage and guns and all these things, yes? So, this is nerves, because things happen around here if you haven't seen any other videos. This is where I say, I'm gonna put a fire graph on, and I'm gonna explain to you the fire rating of this safe. We're gonna turn the lights off. Lights! Oh, thank God. Okay, graph. There we go. It's pretty cool, right? It's real fire. Don't touch it. So, this thing is rated for 60 minutes at 1200 degrees. Okay, so we'll show that on the graph. Imagine that a fire is burning and it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter, right? It reaches 1200 degrees. Now imagine it stays that hot for 60 minutes consistently, consecutively, the whole time. So what happens is that if it was to stay 1200 degrees for 60 minutes, the inside of the safe behind me won't get any hotter than 350 degrees on the inside. It's a really good fire rating. It's actually kind of the minimum fire rating we like to recommend, because that's something to keep in mind, because papers are combustible at over 400 degrees, but we're down to 350, okay? So we'll turn the lights back on.
Welcome to A1EDU News. This is your host, Robert.
I swear to God, I work with children. Turn the lights back up. Thank you. So again, I recommend 60 minutes at 1200 degrees because of when I show up to people's homes. Go look on the internet. Go look at our YouTube channel. Oh, you're on my YouTube channel. After this, go look at where we show you what it looks like oftentimes when somebody's drilled open a safe. Hey, did it make it or did it not? Meaning the contents inside. 60 minutes or better at 1200 degrees seems to be a fairly consistent number to be safe with so that our stuff makes it through. Not only does it do that, does it offer that fire protection, it does it in another way. You probably can't see it from there, but around the inside of the door jamb, is a material called palisol. We'll just show you what this looks like up close. Palisol expands 7 times its natural size during a fire. That's important because then it's not letting in any air whatsoever, right? So whatever gap of air or between the door and the body when it's closed, again, 7 times its natural size. So fire and soot and water and heat and all these things happening, it's getting even more protection. That's kind of how we're keeping that 350 degrees protection as well on the interior during that time. So let's round this out. This is the economy door panel. This is standard with this dude, yes? With that, clearly, we can hold 9 pistols on the door. We just threw some stuff up there, as always in our videos. Again, I like to get your brain pumping, thinking like what guns you have versus what these are size-wise. Full-size 9s and 1911 as always, and 22 buck, all this stuff. Even optic stuff, because you never know, right? You gotta have your optic stuff ready to go. Little elastic things and zippers and pockets, and what are all those for, Robert Safe Guy? I don't actually know. There's literally no amount of material that they give me that says what those are for. So it's for whatever you find to work for you best. How about that? Yes? Comes with it. Now, shelving, as you see here, all comes with it as well. I told you earlier, if I didn't, I'm saying it now, this is a 50 gun safe. I know. But, as you can see, it's a bunch of gun safe. Write that down, trademark that. You can actually do a couple different things here. You can go, depending on your situation, you can go guns on both sides, just pull all this out, yeah? Because you've got another gun rack right here, I gotta do over there. You can do that on either side, so I can put the guns over here, I can put shelves over there. Now I can have no guns. And I can just get some more of these shelves and just shelve it out because I need to store bigger things. Purses. I have literally sold a woman a safe this size for her purse collection. But take a look, seriously, B-roll this please. I threw 6 weapons in here and everything in there has an optic on it. And even with that, there's a ton of space. You got a lot of room, so do whatever you want to do. You can put a lot more in there is what I'm saying. The shelves can be moved around. Now, why is it the AR-15? This is why. Because I can go ahead and in the back down there, I can add the power outlet kit. It didn't come with it, like the next safe above this does, but it costs more. Well, I can just buy the part and install it myself. Then I can buy LED lights for the inside. It doesn't come with it. 2 safes above this does. Well, it costs more. Then I can get a dehumidifier and keep the moisture levels down, right? I can do that myself as well. It's inexpensive. These are all the things that I can keep adding. It only comes with 9 pistols. I can add the handgun hangers and I can hang pistols all along that shelf, right? See what I'm saying? See what I'm doing here? I can add ammo cans and fill it up full of storage. I can turn this thing into an exceptionally versatile platform. Safe. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. You've got those options. All those accessories and more actually are available on our website, by the way. So you can go buy some of those if you decide to buy this one as well. This dude is going to weigh in at 930 pounds. And as you see it, minus the weapons, why do you people make me say that out loud? Comes in at $24.99. $2,499. Yes? Sounds right in my head. Which, pretty good deal for the size and the fire and everything we just talked about. If you have any questions, jump down there in the comment section and ask, and we'll be glad to answer them. This is available. This is one of the more popular ones we offer, to be very honest with you. Robert, A1EDU, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.